And we are live. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counter Punch Boxing News. And I messed up. I'm in a wrong time zone. So I'm a little late. I just thought about it. So forgive me, peeps. I'm mostly in Central. But, I want to talk to you guys today about, of course, Errol the Truth Spence, or should I say the truth about Errol Spence, right? Errol Spence is supposedly okay. You know what I mean? All he has is broken teeth, no broken bones, no fractured bones, just lacerations in the face, and I'm like, okay, well, damn. Did y'all see that wreck? I mean, did you guys see how that fucking car tumbled and he flew out of the motherfucker? You know, PED Spence's face must be cut pretty bad if his teeth is broken. The widescreen glass probably shattered into his face. It probably did. You know, it's crazy because it's like Ali S. I blame Crawford. The guys got people are so afraid they're spinning over their cars at high speed with no seatbelt while drunk. Damn. Yeah, I mean it. It's one of them things, man. What I don't know what's going on with Earl Spence, but I see him. He be looking trashed. Like he's, you know, like on that crash and burn kind of mode. He just looks like he's all fucked up all the time. And due to the fact, I mean, you know how many people could have died in a wreck like that? Look, that's a sports car, right? Those are the type cars when you wreck, it's damn near like a high percentage rate that you're gonna die. Or you're gonna be paralyzed. David Wendell, much love from Sheffield. Counterpunch to you, brother. Ishmael, Chanara, Spence will do anything to avoid Crawford. Glad he's okay though. He's lucky that all that happened to him. Yeah, you ain't lying. He's blessed. He is blessed because you look at Spence. Shit, I think his new name should be Iron Man or something like that, or Miracle Man. You know what I mean? Miracle Man Junior, because Danny Jacobs is the Miracle Man, right? Because he beat cancer or whatnot in the spine. But to see him do that shit like he did, and he's okay. I mean, we haven't heard anything from his team. I heard Radio Raheem. He was reporting live at the hospital, and Eddie Hearn put his 2 cents in, and everybody's just worried about him because at the end of the day, what's important is his safety. You know what I mean? Not that who he chooses to fight or any of that other politics shit, but is he safe? You know what I mean? Is he able to go home and walk upright and hold his children again? You know, shit wrangler. Yeah, I got a drinking issue right now because I'm drinking, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna go and flip a fucking car over. Double SB 28. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. But yeah, man, I think that Errol Spence is very, very fortunate. And I just wonder. This is where I wonder. Let's say he died, right? Robert Cumberbach or Cumberbatch. Counterpunch to you, brother. You know, if he would have died in that car accident, what would be the next thing that everybody would have been talking about? You guys tell me. What do you think the next thing that people would have said about Errol Spence? What would be the number one question or one of the major questions? You guys tell me. Guinness. Walker Mustang. I'm drinking Guinness. I am drinking Guinness. That Kurt got a drink issue. Okay. You said that already. Well, I go ahead and counterpunch you. Just because I'm having a beer, I got a drinking issue. So I'm Errol Spence now. I'm Errol Spence now. That's what I am. Okay, shit wrangler. That's a great name for you, buddy. Was he murdered? No, he wasn't murdered. He wasn't murdered at all. Could have been a great fighter. I don't know. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna drink until Saturday. That's a good thing. Mark Mellish, great show, Kurt. I wonder if the teeth will cost more than the car to replace from Sunday, Thailand. Oh, counterpunch to you, Mark. And no, it won't. Veneers cost about 12 grand. And how I know that, I had a good friend of mine that used to work in, he used to actually make the teeth. So what they do, if let's say you got jacked up teeth, right? They give you a little mouthpiece. Brown Gone One. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Um, you put it in for like I guess 2 weeks or so until it makes you put this like gel in this little uh like plastic little denture looking thing, and you put it in your mouth and you sleep at night, and then you put it in, and then you do that for a week, for 2 weeks, right? And then what they'll do, they'll take that off and ship it off and make an exact replica of that to fit your mouth. It's crazy. Manda Solo S, salute to you, brother. Counterpunch. Juan, what's up, brother? So what's the latest report on Errol? No broken bones, no lacerations, just I guess a fucked up face and broken teeth. You know what I mean? You know, I don't drink and drive because I might spill my drink. That's a good reason you shouldn't drink and drive, buddy. Mm. But we're looking at Errol Spence. I think the question it wasn't would he be killed? It was where he was coming from. Shit Wrangler, Kurt and Errol found a friend in the bottle. Shit Wrangler, you probably drinking right now. He should play the lottery. He won. He won, lucky motherfucker. Yeah, he should. It wasn't strap season in his car. You sure the fuck wasn't. You know, it's crazy though, man. I mean, here's the thing: the car wasn't on fire. I'm lucky. He's lucky that shit wasn't no Paul Walker incident. You know what I mean? But Paul Walker wasn't even driving the motherfucker. He was just in the car. You know what I mean? You know? Oh, I'm doing great. Boxing talk and news. Of course, he was drunk. These LDBC boys score boxing matches when they are driving. I can tell. Yeah, I heard Crawford was chasing him. Yeah, he's probably chasing him in that damn cutlass he has, making all that smoke because he wants all that smoke. Yeah, he was burned alive. That was sad. That was a jacked up year anyway. 2013 was probably the worst year I ever seen. Period. 2013 was like on the 13th floor. You know what I mean? I got a friend of mine. We always talk about shit that sucks. So we put that on the 13th floor, like taboo, some shit you don't mess with, you know? And that was definitely on the 13th floor, some shit that happened. But Errol Spence, you know, of course, if he was drunk, it would have made a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Absolutely, Chris Serrano. I had a long day, bro. I had a long, because I'm up in Richmond, Virginia now. I mean, we're working on a television series up here, so, had a long ass day. I've been up since like 6, and we didn't wrap till like about 7. So it's a long day. Yeah, long day for Errol too. you know, yeah. Remember when Paul Williams crashed and burned on his bike? Yeah, man. But bikes are kind of fucked up. Bikes are like yeah. At least he was ejected from a car and kind of rolled, but a bike, ugh, it's terrible. Coco one, no worries, brother. Shit, I just got here. You and me both. We're late. Not only he ducked Crawford, he's ducked the Grim Reaper. Ooh, that's crazy. I just hope Earl is okay. The last thing I want is for us to lose a very good fighter. Yeah, we don't want that. Because see, if Errol Spence wasn't a good fighter, let's be real. we wouldn't really be worried about him not fighting people. If he sucked, nobody would give a shit about him fighting the best. We want to just prove that he's the best or great like he claims he is. Right? We already know he's a good fighter, but we don't want to lose a motherfucker in a car accident. Now, I know it sound a little selfish, but damn, at the end of the day, he boxes for people like you and me and our entertainment. Okay, so for him to die like that, you know what I mean? I mean, you don't want him to die. He's a young guy. He's 29 years old anyway. But what I'm saying is for him to go out like that is like, damn, look at all that potential, you know? But it does raise a crazy question like, dude, do you really honestly have a drinking problem? Because like those are the type of people that do shit like that. You know what I mean? Don't really think responsibly. That or I'm so inebriated, I think I can get my drunk ass in my car and drive my drunk ass home. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that goes through someone's mind when they're all fucked up. That's why when you see somebody drunk, give me the keys, motherfucker, give me, you know, you're like, no, you can't drive. You're not suited to drive. You know, you're not able. You can attempt to, but don't mean we're gonna make it there. Who knows if Errol Spence will even have a next fight? Errol Spence kind of looks depressed to me. He looks drunk. Never drink a bike drunk. Yeah, that's true. Uber should use Spence for a commercial. Yeah. Matter of fact, that could be one of his sponsors. You know what I mean? It's a very good one, Lewis. You know, Kurt sounds close to primed to do battle with Walmart loss prevention. It would be cheese blocks this time. Mm. But yeah, he'd be like, I'm Errol Spence, and I was involved in a car wreck due to driving drunk. Therefore, we always need aid and help. So that's why I want to let everybody know to call your local Uber, and they'll take you home. This is Errol Spence, Unified Champion of the World. Peace. Yeah. If he only has a few cuts and broken teeth, why is he in intensive care? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, Ian Courtney, that is true. Great counterpunch, man. You know what I mean? It's like, and then better yet, why isn't someone on his team came forth and said something? I think they're just feeding the news some shit just for them not to worry. But fuck, if he's fucked up, just say he's fucked up. You know, I'm generally confused why a millionaire wouldn't have a driver at 3 a.m. if he was out drinking. Look, the same reason that Oscar De La Hoya didn't have a fucking driver. The same reason. And you look at that motherfucker's close to, he's a multi-billionaire, millionaire, right? So, because that's the first thing. They called Oscar De La Hoya drunk. A lot of these guys think that they can drive and get fucked up under the radar, but then as soon as they get busted or pulled over, dude, you're a celebrity. We know who you are. Spence didn't make it that way, and I'm thinking to myself, it would have been a different story. It probably would have been best for Errol Spence to get pulled over. You know what I mean? At least, okay, yeah, we'd have knew he had a problem due to the fact that, hey, you were driving at how God knows how fast, and you got stopped by the cops and they found out you was drunk instead of tearing your shit up. I think that would have been because I think they're gonna slap a DWI on him anyway. Because they have to check the toxicology report, they checked his blood, so they know exactly what was in his system. That hasn't been revealed, and that's what I'm interested in seeing. There's rumors that such. That's why my last video reflected those rumors, but it's not set in stone. But what he was doing, but again, in his defense, I think that he could have been texting. Texting. That's one thing you shouldn't do. Also, is text and drive. You will lose your life and kill someone else in the process. You know, if he is still if he is still in the hospital by tomorrow night, someone is lying about his condition. Hey, you know what, Boxing Monster? I agree with you. So we just gotta wait and see. This shit ain't far from over. I just think they wanted to blow over. But if he has, they say he has no broken bones or broken, but then that doesn't mean shit. You know what I mean? Because if you look at it, he could have injured some other part of his body. Could have a bleeding spleen or some shit like that. Internal bleeding. That doesn't mean you're off the hook because you have no broken bones. You know, anytime you're in an accident like that, they take him immediately to the ICU. Okay, didn't know that. He's in ICU because he's rich. If it was normal, dude, he'd be getting sent home. Knockout King. Hey, bro, miss me? Knockout Kings. Apparently, his blood alcohol level was above the state limit. Yeah, that's what they're hinting at. We want to know though, because I think they're really more concerned with his condition. You know how that shit is. Is he gonna live? Is he gonna be all right? Okay, buddy. Here's a ticket. you know. Yeah. The drinking rumors don't sound far fetched to his fans now. I mean, you hanging out with dudes, just people are recording this shit. See, if he wanted to keep the shit secret, he could have just been hanging out with them like in a suite, is the Circle W downtown Dallas or some shit like that, where people are not there to just the public to film the type of condition that he's in. Keep yourself more private if you want to deny claims that you don't drink like that. But we seen you drunk a few times. So it is what it is. Spence needs to surround himself with more level-headed individuals that are looking out for his best interest. Man Solo S, that's true, but is he going to do that? Y'all looking out. Kurt making cover for Black Lives Matter. Somebody get that motherfucker out of here. Get him out. Matter of fact, yeah. Throw this cocksucking time out. Let's see. Texting at 3 a.m. offline. He could have been. At Boxing Monster, you may be right. Internal damage. Or torn ligaments. Yeah, it's a lot of shit that could be going on besides broken bones and, or fracture. Fracture sucks. Broken bones would probably be better. It depends on where it's broke or what's broke. Crazy how this accident comes right when B.O. Mac claimed Errol Spence was drunk. Well, hey, what's in the dark comes to the light, people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, Norman Edwards. Yeah, the whole thing is, man, you don't want to kick him when he's down. You know what I mean? But if I find out the motherfucker's all right, it's time to go ham on him. Because it's like he did this to himself. It ain't like nobody else was in the car. It would be different if he had a stripper or a hookup in there or something. A chick was giving him head or something. Anything could have been that case. And he, got distracted that kind of way. That would have been a totally different thing. But then again, if someone else was in that car, they would have been dead. You know what I mean? So it was a blessing that nobody else was in there. I think by law, a major accident, they could keep you for observation for 24 hours. If you're fine, they will send you home. Tomorrow night, he should be home. Texas HIPAA laws or a little. Okay. All right. So if he's in there this time tomorrow, we know something's wrong. Flex Seal, it even works underwater. I feel Swift here. Even about the weight between fights were true after Porter fight when Spence tweeted about no longer blowing up 25 pounds between fights. PBC, Pro Beer Club. Damn. Pro Beer Club. Do you think Al Heyman might get rid of the Broner, Tank, Charlos, and the rest of the guys click after this is. Nah, I don't think so. Because see, they're not doing that type of shit. See, even when like I think Adrian Broner got kicked out of an Uber, but at least his ass was smart enough to get in one in the first place. You know what I mean? Because you got Ubers, taxes, you got all that fucking money, man. It's like there's no need of that. That's no need because there's always another option. Can I post this video and news footage of the wreck here? I'm not sure. I don't see why not. It would be better to put it actually on the Counterpunch Boxing News Facebook page. I think that'll be the best route. Hawker Mustang. Good day from Malaysia. Please, what is Errol's state of health? He's supposed to be doing fine. They say he's gonna live. He's back to recover. He said he has some lacerations in his face and some broken teeth. So that looks super nasty. He had no seatbelt on and was injected. Probably hurt bad. No telling. You got to get thrown from a Ferrari, have your teeth knocked out, and laceration to your face to be fine. Could have killed an innocent person also. Could have, but didn't happen. So that's a blessing that it didn't. That's why it's fortunate that it didn't happen the way a lot of things could have happened. And it's a good thing it was 3 in the morning because let's say that shit was 11 o'clock at night, 4 hours prior. If it was 4 hours prior, somebody would have been on that road. Luckily, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. we go ham. Lewis and his drinking. It looks like a NASCAR crash. But here's my thing. I'm not really against Errol Spence drinking. I'm against him saying that he don't drink. Like, dude, if you drink, you like to get fucked up. That's what you do. So, okay. Facts. Plus, it's about money. As long as they're filing seats, he's not going to let anyone go. Nah, he ain't gonna let any of those guys go. Broner started going down here after his first loss. That's true. That fucked with him mentally. Yeah, boxing monster. Maybe he wants to. Maybe he just wants to stay private for right now. Maybe Al Heyman told him, hey, don't say shit yet. Wait for your face to heal up first, because when people see things, they're really like, one of those situations where I think that they're trying to just, see what's really going on with him first, before they make that, I guess, news, right? How are you doing? Spence Jr. needs to get this as vital learning lesson. Be an anti-alcoholism advocate like Fury for mental health. I don't know. Denial's a motherfucker though, Yak. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I don't see the link. I don't see the link at all. He just wears 2 pairs of panties right now. As the Charlos and Broner, are they filling seats? PBC will not let them go. I'm against him drinking because I want him to be the best, but it looks like Bud is the one. That's his decision though. Like it was his decision to drive 3 o'clock in the morning at that top speed. A person is only born with a gift. It's up to them to govern their abilities, right? He made that decision. So he changed a lot since hanging out with them Charlos and AB and Tank. Maybe so. Maybe the lifestyle is a little bit too much for him. Who knows? Just goes to show you if you duck long enough, you will be chuckled or chucked. Just so happened was out of his car. Seriously though, possible drunk driving. Probably so. Possible drunk driving. The only way someone else would have probably died is if the accident was in New York. We don't sleep over here. Cleon Robinson. Yeah, you guys don't. Sure, that ain't no lie. But then again, if he was in New York, why would he be driving that fast? I can understand if he was in Miami off of how, 95 South or something like that. You know? But I don't know. He needs to stick by his pops. Yeah, he does. I don't think links can be posted on live feed. I don't think they can. Obviously not so. Simple man. Don't drink and drive. Keep the foe from crashing like Ice Cube said. There you go. This is why our Heyman plan don't work. We need to see the best fighters before things change. Might never see the Bud fight now. We probably wouldn't have saw the Bud fight anyway, PED, if it's any. You know what I mean? I don't want to really talk about Crawford right now because I think that Errol has enough problems on his own. You know what I mean? Like the motherfucker just got ejected from his Ferrari going at top speed. Now think about how fast the Ferrari was going and how fast the car was flipping over and how fast his ass was ejected out of his car to land wherever he landed. You know? Norman Edwards, hopefully it is a lesson learned, man. I mean, just shit. You know, but the truth, guys, let everyone know. The truth about Errol Spence is he's one blessed brother. He could have been dead, paralyzed, paraplegic. You know what I mean? Who wants a life like that? Yeah, it's going to go up like crazy. I mean, he can forget about the car. Yeah, he got the money. He'll buy another one. Hopefully he won't. But he can buy another one. He'll be fine. I don't think it's the money that he's worried about. He should be worried about the idea of he could have possibly been dead. He could have been concussed. I wouldn't look Thunder's Productions. I wouldn't. That is a good one. He could be concussed. He could still be out of it. Hawker Mustang. That would be a fight that I would like to see. Now it looks like it's more visible because then we can see a barometer for Terrence Crawford. It can shut down all the naysayers of Terrence Crawford. Why? Because Errol fought him. So they have a common opponent. So yeah, I would be down for that. You know. But yeah, I mean, he should really be thankful for, at this point, even I can't fix, seal, and bond Wilder's resume. No. Just watching the crash makes my spine hurt, Kurt. Man, it looked terrible. I'm not gonna feel sorry. His brain brain can linger for months. He should definitely not rush back. Yo, Kurt, you're from the States, right? Yeah, I'm Io. I'm from the States. That's all right, Lewis. You know, because he can say he's fighting his leftovers because he wouldn't fight me. So I'm gonna fight everybody you fought. That's why people wanted to see Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. That was the primary reason because he was beating guys that Floyd Mayweather either had problems with or thought Floyd lost to. And Pacquiao was beating them easy, quicker, in a quicker fashion, you know? So Errol Spence needs to worry about, but then hey, he has the best alibi now ever. He has the best alibi. He has the hey, dude, I just got ejected from a Ferrari. I ain't fighting nobody right now. I ain't fighting nobody right now. You guys can kill it. I don't want to hear shit about Terrence. I don't hear shit about a rematch with Porter. Only thing I want to hear is my doctor said that I'm healed and back to health. The Bane 1986. What's up, brother? Everything's good. Hopefully Errol Spence is good and going to get better. Samuel Garcia. Will Deontay really stick to his word now? New ever wins out of, I don't know. I hope so. He has to redeem himself in my eyes, man, because I look at Deontay Wilder as a dude that, he just talked a lot of shit, you know? In my opinion, even though I'm a Joshua guy, the anti PC still never wish this on anyone. Rest up and recover. Yeah, I mean, and I like fights from the PBC. I'm not an anti PBC guy. I'm an anti Al Heyman guy, which he regulates PBC fighters. So therefore, I'm kind of against them. But I do like the combat. I do like the fights. I liked, you know, uh, Porter and Thurman and Garcia. It's just another network to me. It's just like back in the day. Either you watch Showtime, HBO, or then you watch ESPN2, right? So that's pretty much all you had. If you weren't on those channels and whatnot, you wasn't getting viewed as a boxer. So those were like the pinnacle. HBO was regarded as the pinnacle. Showtime was up there too. Then Showtime took over. Then all these streaming sites popped up. Then HBO declined and retired. They were like, I'm out. Dragon Leg. The question is going to be if he gonna still be the same fighter. I don't know. But then again, of course, if he doesn't, that'll be his go-to. Which, look at Jose Benavidez, right? He got shot, and that changed him a lot. Paul Spadafora, Joey, no, Vinny Pazienza, so a lot of things could happen to fighters. Now, Vinny probably had the best outcome, because he went up in weight, should have been Al Heyman ejected and landed on his neck. He's already 30 years old, so it's going to be tough. If Bud beats him, it's excuse now. Yeah, you could say that. I wasn't at 100% since the car accident. No excuses. You just gave us one. Stop. And that's what happens. So, man, it's crazy. But no, the real truth, guys, is that he could have been killed. If he's, we know he's alive at least. We know that much. We don't know the true condition until his team makes a statement. We see him back on IG. You know what I mean? Let's not forget Kell Brook was stabbed after winning his title. Yeah, I heard about that. You know, if Spence fights again, he may go for a tune-up fight. I mean, at this point, I guess it's warranted. You know what I mean? Because who's to say that he can at this point? You know, that really sure did change Paul Williams. He says real players don't walk, they roll. Candy Crush. Yeah, yeah. He was born in New York, but he was raised in Texas. So he's every bit of a Texas guy. And then he's Jamaican on top of that. So that's funny. He's a Texas accent talking New York Jamaican. That's Errol the Truth Spence. That's the truth about Errol Spence. I stop all these fighters. Errol the Truth Spence, strap season man down. When he gets drunk, that shit probably gets slower and slurrier. No, Errol Spence shit. On God, I can whoop everybody in the division. Shit, I whoop all of them. I ain't gonna mess with Charlo. That's my boy on everything. I don't want to, overshine him, but I whoop all of them. I stop Golovkin. You seen if that was me, I fight Golovkin, I'd have knocked Golovkin ass out. Shit. Terrence Crawford, hey, he light in the ass. So he ain't gonna fuck with me. Shit, one punch, I'm gonna put his ass on. I'm gonna put him on his ass. Strap seats, I'm gonna punish him. I'm gonna punish him. Canelo, I stop Canelo too. Oh. The truth was that it was literally man down. That's not right. That's not right. I ain't gonna kick a man while he's down. He got fucked up. He was in a car accident. If he can't defend, put the belts in the tournament like 140. Let Crawford go for his destiny. Spence can be a Mando in the future. Do not hold up the division any longer. You know what? punch quote. That's a good thing. If like he should relinquish those titles. Let Terrence Crawford fight everyone in the division. Then when if he feels that he can come back and compete, let him take some tune-up fights, a couple tune-up fights first. But then after that, I think because he was the unified champion of the world, he should then at that point be merit warranted to fight Terrence Crawford. That's if Terrence Crawford can get all the belts, you know. But if Terrence Crawford can beat Sean Porter, and then he can get that Pacquiao belt, right? Um, what'll probably happen, he would end up having to fight Sean Porter either for the unified champion, if championship of the WBC and the IBF. That's if Errol Spence, you know, relinquishes those titles. So he had to fight someone like Sean Porter to get those belts. Then he would be a 3 belt holder. Then fights Pacquiao. If he beats Pacquiao, okay. And I think Terrence Crawford would probably be the guy that beats Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Retires him like Manny did, like Keith Thurman wanted to do to Manny, like Manny did to Oscar. Terrence Crawford will probably actually do to Manny. You know? But I think at that time, Errol Spence deserves the time to recoup. But he could and should relinquish those belts, those straps. And then after that, when Errol Spence gets back on his feet through rehabilitation, through rehab and all that stuff, I think he should actually have a couple tune-up fights and then go for the undisputed title against Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? So I think that would be better for Errol Spence. So he has the time to recoup, then the time to get back in the ring and see where he's at. You know what I mean? Where did these injuries place him physically? You know, so I think that would be a good route. So, Daddy O, did they find out if Spence was drinking or had any drugs in his system? I don't know if they would tell anybody anyway, but I'm sure he was partying. But I'm sure glad he did get hurt. Yeah, me too. But I mean, 3 in the morning. The thing is, where the hell he was going? But the major thing is, people, where was he coming from? Where did he come from? He wasn't coming from fucking home. I don't think. Not at 3 in the morning. And if he was coming from home, where the hell was he going? See, what I don't know if you guys know anything about Dallas, Texas, right? This was this what time is it? Okay, it's 12:41 here. So it's 11:41 still to this day. Early this morning around 3 o'clock at 3 in the morning. He has this wreck. Do you understand it was Wednesday? Anybody that lives in Dallas, Texas knows the only fucking thing is open on like in Dallas after that time. Some clubs, like strip clubs, are open at that time. They might close at 4. You know? But nothing's really open on Wednesday. What the fuck is gonna be open? You know, besides some legs. You know what I mean? But I think not having the seatbelt on actually saved him from being in a worse condition. You know what, Jigamaniac? That might have Jigaman NC. That might have been the case, you know. Mysteriously, if he would have been in there, he'd been trapped in there or whatnot. No, but it is incredible. It's incredible. Cotton Patch 2000. God save that fraud. You guys are cold, man. Spence had posted on his Instagram a picture of him and his friend in a club prior to the accident. Johnny M, yeah. Like I said, some clubs are open, probably strip clubs. I know the Onyx stays open around that time, but mostly shit closes at 2 o'clock in Dallas. So if he's leaving 3, he was just coming from a place or whatnot. You know? Ooh, Terry Schissel. and being in a convertible. And I've been at no, okay, wait. He was coming from the club. He had a video on Instagram partying that was later taken down. Okay, yeah. Why was it taken down? Toxicology report. That's something big. Resulted in DUI levels. He will likely face charges. Let me tell you guys something. Toxicology reports. Anytime you have a major accident, a toxicology report will be addressed. Okay, it will be issued to whoever was involved. If it was 10 people involved, they need a toxicology report with everyone that was on the, especially the person that was conducting the vehicle. That's what I was saying in my video earlier. So if it's above the levels, yeah, he should go from the hospital right to jail to be bailed out of jail because that's what's up. And then, really they could be dickheads and have them, and that might be a thing too. They probably don't want to interview us because they probably got them chained to the fucking bed. Like, dude, you were drunk, so you're going to jail as soon as you get better. That happens all the time. Ask any alcoholic. A motherfucker, oh, remember, man, is driving down 95. Bartender, be serving them drinks. you know? But it's crazy, man. Yeah, toxicology reports, yeah. And I tell you, man, you guys ever seen Flight? I'm a movie buff, so Flight with Denzel Washington, where he landed that plane, but he was fucked up. And they knew he was fucked up, so they tried to hide the toxicology report. But at the same time, this motherfucker was down spiraling into a drunken slumber. It was a good movie, though, really good movie. And it was like nothing what you thought the movie was about. Everybody thought it was about that damn wreck. Damn, that could have been why PBC are hiding info from the public. That might be. You know what I mean? Flew the plane upside down, Cotton Patch 2000. He flew that shit. He was like, you know what I mean? Cocaine, a hell of a drug. I'll turn this bitch upright. I'm gonna turn this bitch upright. Give ourselves traction. That's a good old movie, man. It was a good movie. Matter of fact, it was in 2012. I remember watching it at Regal Cinema. And that was a very, very good day. I remember that day. I seen Flight because it was like I saw that. I love Denzel Washington's movies. So it was one of those things, man. Yeah, Bane, 1986. Errol Spence is blessed to be alive. You know, Yeah, they tried to get rid of that video. Well, they did. They got rid of the video, but I mean, people that saw the video, and then people can dub those videos. So just because you take it down don't mean someone wouldn't took that shit and, you know what I mean? Downloaded it or whatever, snapped it, grabbed it, you know. I think that's what happened, man. You know, but Denzel is brilliant, but Ego's recreations are not. Okay. It's best to drive a very slow car when you get drunk. Yeah. Yeah. You lost a lot of money from that Ferrari, though. Hey, they see they had a shoe fucking rolling around outside on the ground. You see that shit? I'm like, dude, it's a fucking shoe. The man with one red shoe. Rated R. He always pretending he's Denzel or 50 Cent. Yeah, he does these impressions. Some of them are actually pretty good. He does a pretty good Mike Tyson one. I heard him do a Mike Tyson one. That shit was humorous. I used to live in Dallas. The city has a drinking and driving problem that is not being addressed. Yeah. Well, I think, Cotton Patch, the problem with Dallas is the fact that they close everything so early. You can't get alcohol, I think, like after 8. After 8, you're fucked. You ain't get. It's like going to the bank. I think it's 8 or 9. I think it's 8 though. You watch the new Joker movie? No, man, I gotta see it though. I'll probably watch it tomorrow because I'm flying back home tomorrow. So I'll be back at like 6 my time tomorrow, and then I'll probably go check it out because I ain't doing shit. My job is done for right now. I gotta come back later in the month, but then I'm flying out of the country, so I'll be good to go. Should have seen me fly 2009 Nissan Maxima from the Baltimore City Police Department all the way home to the county, then out flood the county police on foot to my 97 Air Max gave out on me to foot from. Damn. Yeah, but my thing is, if he was going that fast, he must have just kind of hit it and then lost control. Because if he was driving at that speed at a certain point of time, they would have saw that shit. And if you're driving that fast, they will impound your vehicle. They will chase you down, snatch you out the car, lock you up, and impound your shit. Because you do not supposed to be driving that fast. I don't give a shit what time it is, you know? I know Spence coming out in that new Fast and Furious movie. You know what I mean? Damn Fast and Furious. Man down. Rated R. No, rated PG-13. You know? Yeah, man, it's crazy. The truth about Errol Spence. Man, but he's very fortunate. He is very, very fortunate. Probably just floored it a few seconds. He probably did. I don't think because again, let's say he did that shit for a minute, just flying. They would have saw that shit. Matter of fact, maybe the cameras had some type of sensor you driving that fast. Who knows? Because they don't play that shit out there in Dallas. Because you got wherever county he was in, then you got the state guys, then you got the sheriffs, and if he's passing through, let's say Mesquite into Dallas, then from Dallas into Forney or something, he probably wouldn't have been that far away. Depends on where he stays. Um, damn, that dude's very, very fortunate. Ego block me used to clown him. I don't know what kind of people listen to him. I mean, the people listen to Ego is his army. Ego's army. My army strong. New media. Fuck out of here. That shit's a trip, But hey, it's like Jim Jones, man. You get thousands of motherfuckers to follow you. I mean, you eventually can get them to drink the Kool-Aid. It's the Jim Jones Kool-Aid drinking show. It's gonna be a killer time. It's crazy. I was actually at work and I went to the production office and a chick was wearing that shit. She had a picture of Jim Jones on her shirt and it was like a killing festival around it. And then they were like, hey, Kool-Aid for everyone that attended. And I'm like, damn. This may make him a better fighter. I don't know. Make him a better fighter. Hope it makes him a smarter person. Hope it wakes him up. Y'all don't know. Double SB 28. It's an old shirt. Like people in the film industry are kind of weird. So you'll see them with like shirts and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I seen a dude. He said like the shirt had Bill Cosby on the front of it. And in the back it said, "Free Bill Cosby. Fuck them hoes." It was crazy as hell. Then he puts you in the hot seat, tells you to refute him, but blocks you as fast enough you don't say a word. Yeah, fuck him in the hot seat. He needs to put himself in the hot seat. I think the hot seat belongs to him. You know? But he declining now. People figured him out and he plays on the race card. I heard Spence say in a GQ interview that he doesn't even carry his license sometimes. Hopefully he had his licenser, else he's gonna be worse for him. I don't think that's too big of a deal. I think the big deal is was he drinking? Was he drunk? Man, Spence shouldn't have had tempted fate saying to Porter his next fight is pay-per-view. Mm. But old Errol Spence, man, I tell you. But he's so, yeah, he's fortunate. But I do want to know what is really going on with him. I'll feel a lot better when we do find out something from him, because we haven't heard anything. It was in Hunt County on Interstate 30, not far from east of Dallas, actually. Out in the sticks. He was on something, flooring it, feeling numb. Probably was, you know? Because, I mean, if he was in the city limits, like on, what's that shit? North Dallas Tollway or something, yeah, they would have hemmed his ass up. And the story would have been, oh, unified boxer Errol Spence Jr. was arrested on DWI. People would have clowned his ass. And you know what? Actually, the accident saved him. If he wasn't hurt from the accident, that shit actually saved him. You know what I mean? That's because, everybody was like, damn. Because even when I heard it, I was like, damn, that's fucked up, man. I don't want to see nobody die and shit. I don't want to see nothing happen to the brother. I mean, I think he was full of shit. But as far as fighting certain fighters, but I don't want nothing to happen to him. I ain't that kind of dude. You know what I mean? 0.08, I believe. I think that's the alcohol limit. Shit used to be point 0.1. Now they lowered it. So now you get pulled over. Shit, you had 4 beers, you going to jail. So if he was full, drinking whatever, probably some yak, yeah, they got him. Yeah, all the liquid confidence. Jim Bowley. Yeah, it happens. Just more than teeth in the ICU. I don't think that ventilator, but he will need some rehab. I understand what they have to feed to the media. Yeah, the PBC is trying to build Arrow and Tank Davis and pay per view. And it's funny. What's funny? Bane 1986. Them are the same drunk motherfuckers that were just like drunk, and they all was hanging out. Heyman and Mauricio Suleiman, our beloved sport, drastically improved. Yeah, maybe. They'll bring in Dana White. I can clean up this sport. I know competition and I know what people want. I'm Dana White. He's also drinking after the Porter fight. He seriously needs to take some time off and get some help. I think so, man. I think that he just needs to chill. Oh, they love lean. And they don't tell him what the hell he was on. No? No telling what he was on. I'm from Baltimore, and I think Tank Davis is the most overrated fighter in boxing. He hasn't fought anyone to like. They're banking off the undefeated record. He has to obviously be good because he has never been beat. Man, he needs to wake up. If not for him, for his daughters. True that, man. Counterpunch, counterpunch. Those girls don't have nothing to do with his lifestyle. They know they love him, and his name is daddy to them. You know, so it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. He was probably on something else, unfortunately. That's what I said. I said he's either on alcohol or something else, but the toxicology report will show it. Now, here's the deal. If we don't hear anything about the toxicology report at all, we knew something. We know Al Heyman is coming in and paying somebody off. The fix is in once again. Al Heyman, the god. Spence may not fight at 147 again, but I bet you he is hurt much worse than what they're claiming. I hope not. Spence wanted to go where everyone knows your name, and they're always glad that you came. Damn. Dana has made more money than all UFC fighters combined. Yeah, he has. He has all the damn cash. He need to buy himself some fucking hair. At Hawk, maybe. Heyman not coming down on the lawyers using patient confidence. Yeah, they hiding a lot of shit, which I don't like. Come on out with it. Let people know what's going on. If you don't have anything to hide. They're saying he's going back home in a few days and has face lacerations and missing a few teeth. Damn. He'd really like a fucking bum then. you lose your teeth, that's fucked up. You know, if the lad is arrested, everything goes public record in U.S. We'll see. That's a good question, Double SB 28. I don't think it takes long though. I mean, I imagine it has to be sent off. You know, so the toxicology report, it shouldn't take no more than 48 hours. I would assume. Whatever Al Heyman touches, he destroys. PBC folds. They all go begging to Hearn. Welcome to the new world. Damn, Knockout King. That's crazy. You will get this that Takashi 69 new big horse teeth. Damn. Dana White is a loser. Doesn't pay the poor guys who are being strangled and breaking bones. Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking them real good over there in the UFC. You know? You should fight Tank. Yeah. Yeah, Tank's probably my fucking weight too. He has to lose it all before he gets back down to that weight. You can put silver teeth like Mike Tyson and AJ. You know what? That's it. That is something. That's something I didn't notice about Anthony Joshua. He has like fucking gold teeth in the back. I knew a chick like either gold or silver or some shit like that. But he's like, I'm like, well, damn, wait a minute. No, got teeth in the back. Hidden hood. He's got hidden hood. I heard the toxicology report showed that Spence was ducking Bud. Damn. Not the toxicology report. That's what it resulted. You guys are ruthless, man. You guys are bad. You guys are bad. Where are you in Baltimore? No, I'm in Richmond, Virginia. So I guess I'm south of Baltimore. Gold crowns, probably. I got some. Okay. Yes, he was above the legal limit. He's likely to be arrested as soon as he's released from the hospital. Yep. You're going out of the hospital right to the state, boys. Right to the county. You know? Right to the county people. You know, so but we just have to wait and see if he's fine, if he's okay. Yeah, he's got hidden hood action reaction. That's that hidden hood. I used to date a chick and you see her sees a smile, but then like all these are white, but then if you look close, all those fucking things were gold back there. You know, I'm like, wait a minute. And she was like from a little hood town. And that's where I created that term, you know, when I saw her with those shits. And Joshua got that same shit, you know, for the public, he's right. But but then I looked closer. I was like, well, wait a minute. This motherfucker got goals and shit. You know, just like that chick I used to date. Errol had Hennessy and a few powder sacks. Ooh, not a few powder sacks. You know. Damn. But yeah, we'll see what develops. We'll see what's released. We'll see if anything's released. You know, even if he was a drunk, he's still going to have some kind of reckless driving charges. Well, that's okay. Because if he wasn't drunk, they can't slap him with that. That's just a fine. It's not a fine plus probation plus classes plus a lot of other shit. It's not any of that. You know what I mean? You know, but the DWI, you don't want to mess with Texas because they will hit you. And they know he's a celebrity. They're going to hit him with every possible thing that they could have dropped. They won't. You know? It ain't going to be man down for their ass. It's going to be man up for the, yeah, you're going to pay these damn tickets, buddy. You're going to pay these tickets. Media said he was going to get charged with DWI. Okay. Well, I got to read that. Hawker Mustang, send me a link or something. Somewhere. Shit, if you got Instagram, shit, send it to Instagram. If Earl Spence was drunk, Broner was there. How does the DWI, how does it work in Texas? I think they charge it like $1,000 up front. It's bad. Yeah, it's not good, man. You know, I don't know how that works in Dallas. I just know you don't want to get one in Texas. You don't want to get one in Texas. You know. I won't be covering any of this shit. Well, it is what it is. You know, because they want to keep that squeaky image. Because I think a lot of those dudes get kickbacks to those fighters. You know, they get the interviewer, so that helps them with the views and all that shit. You know what I mean? Okay, type this in Google. Okay. All right, I'll type it in Google. you know. But yeah, again, Errol Spence is a very fortunate man. He's alive for one. That's a blessing by itself, you know. And to me, I think when he comes out of the hospital, wherever he goes, he should realize he should have a moment of clarity that, hey, I have to make a life change. So I think that's what he has to do. You know, I hope he comes to that realization, whatnot. I wish the best for the brother. I wish he would get back into the ring and would get 100%, right? But we'll see. You guys, it was good talking to you, and we're engaging in this conversation with the truth about Errol Spence. But I'm going to jump off of here because I got an early morning flight. So, to everyone that was involved in this particular stream, all of you guys been counterpunched. Peace.